Hello Fantasy Faithfuls and welcome to Mike Williams Fantasy Snapshot. In 2019, Williams will be facing a group of teams that last year gave up 353.2 fantasy points to wide receivers, 8th least in the NFL with 13 yards per reception and 16 touchdowns on average.
In the backfield, Rivers, deep shot from Rivers, over the shoulder, Mike Williams, what a grab!
Breaking down his receiving, Williams is clearly being targeted way more to the short left than to the short right, and he has some of the highest deep zone targets in the entire league, especially to the deep right. These are numbers that I love to see early on. His catch rate though, in his two main zones, short left and deep right, are not good. Sure, he's above the benchmark of 60% in the short left, but only 25% in the deep right is not optimal at all. His receiving trends just doesn't have any synergy. The only thing that match is the deep right, yards and targets, but the catch rate there is terrible. He has trouble catching it in the short passes to the sides, but gets targeted there all the time, so we have major red flags. The opponents that fits his trends the best though is the Indianapolis Colts. They gave up 32 yards per reception, and opposing receivers had a catch rate of 68% in the deep right zone. Williams' one-game floor is 0.1 points and ceiling 13.7 based on all games he played in the league. Not exciting numbers at all, a very low floor combined with an average ceiling. And the likeliness of him scoring above the ceiling and booming is only at 1%, which should be a lot higher with a ceiling that is this low, while his bust risk should be 0, but it's not. His touchdown rate last year was 11%, 4th highest in the league, so his scoring is almost solely based on touchdowns and never about racking up yards. Based on my market share study, I have him only predicted for 69 targets and for 46 receptions in 2019, a very low number that I'm even a little bit skeptical about myself. I would like to take a second to remind you to hit that like button, leave a comment what you think about this video, and subscribe to the channel. I love every interaction I have with y'all, and every little bit helps me put out even more content. Williams had 1 week where he was amazing and probably got a lot of people into the championship game, but I'm worried about his usability, as he was as usable as a receiver that missed half the season. The situation for Williams shows further that he has games that he has to be benched for. He scores way less at home, less against bad pass defenses, and nothing against teams with a losing record. The Chargers just don't use him in most games, and Hunter Henry is coming back, so that's something to take into consideration as well. Williams saw 14 red zone targets in 2018, and with those targets he scored 7 touchdowns, which by itself is amazing. And he saw 17.9% of the Chargers red zone targets. That was without Henry and Gordon only playing 12 games. I expect this to go down with them back in the lineup, and it's impossible to catch a touchdown on every other target. The average risk of Williams not scoring above 10 fantasy points in 2018 was 81.6%, which is more in line with someone that finishes the year as a wide receiver 31 than 21. Based on his current ADP of 58th overall and all the numbers in this video, I give him a draft grade of C. He has the perfect targeting trends, but failed to take advantage of it. Short left and deep right are the zones that I look for, but he's just not there. Add that he is relying on touchdowns, and you have a boom bust guy for bye weeks and flexing. Not saying he's a bad pick, you just know what you're getting when you're drafting him.
Rivers to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown Chargers, Mike Williams. Rivers passes caught for the touchdown by Williams.
Hello Fantasy Faithful, I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to check out more of them right here and here. In case you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat.